It's Mic'd Up with Mikie Mahtook. Got the boys in. I got Lloyd. We got J. Mitch. We got Jackie Boyd.
He tried to jump up and he might have knocked it in.
Good timing. Let's go. What a start to the Monday. I mean, I'm from Lafayette. My boys will come in and say,
oh, God.
So me and Joe on the ground. I got Joe in the headlock. And he's sitting there, he's punching me in the stomach, like, steady punching me.
Here, is everyone sitting around? Who here thinks Chico can practice today after having 5 full beers? And he goes, Chad Jones, right? Chad's doing the team.
6 minutes.
For 7 minutes, right? Chad's like, no, man, I don't think Chico can practice today. And I was like, I look back, I'm like, Jesus Christ. I saw you there. You were more fucked up than me.
On the Spirit plane had some issues. I think she was sleep farting.
You heard her or you just thought it was her?
I sat right next to her. I smelled it.
Whoa. What was that?
Time for the show. I'm late. Like, I don't even know what I'd be doing.
Now, when you do go to spring training, are you going to bring your chinchilla and your turtle? My dad tell you about it?
The SEC is, God, they hate fat people. I mean, I get crushed for that. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man.
Hey, just the South, bro. You got a bunch of food down here. Like they should.
Players, look at Lloyd.
You know what, Lloyd?
You're looking for a recruiting coordinator, coach. I'm here.
Yeah. He's like, I'll piss my pants right now.
No way.
We're wearing gray pants, long gray pants. He goes, I'll piss my pants right now. Hello. Welcome back to Mic'd Up. Today is Friday, February 16th, which is a special date this year in the LSU with the LSU Tiger faithful because college baseball is finally here. The long-awaited
Debut.
The long-awaited debut of college baseball is here in typical first opening day Louisiana weather fashion. It is a little gloomy, it's a little rainy. Not as cold as it normally is, or as cold as it could be.
It's like Good Friday.
It looks like, well, Good Friday was last Friday.
Yeah. Well, when does Jesus go on the cross? Isn't that Good Friday? It always rains that day.
Stop while you're ahead, Lloyd.
Okay.
That's just a
Stop
known
while you're
fact.
ahead.
As
Okay.
a former practicing
always?
Catholic, yeah.
A former practicing Catholic. Well, it's gloomy. It's not as cold as it could be. It looks like the rain's trying to stop and trying to hold off. We are excited for the game. We're going to have a sprint of a show. We're going to get off here at 1 o'clock so everybody can go and enjoy opening day. And so we can enjoy
If you're not
opening
already.
day. If you're not already enjoying it.
FanFest.
We started a little bit. We have some cups.
Oh.
We've had some water on the rocks in there. And we're ready. We're excited. We've been looking forward to this. We have a lot of things to talk about. Obviously, we're going to preview LSU versus VMI. We've talked a little bit about what we can expect throughout the course of the season, but we're going to talk a little bit about who they are playing this weekend. They play them twice, and they play Central Arkansas twice. It's a 4-game series, which also is a little bit unique in the regular season, so we're going to talk about that a little bit. We're going to have Doug Thompson live via video call at 12:15. Hopefully we can get that to work. We've been working on it behind the scenes, so we'll see what happens with that. We also have a new guest, but reoccurring partner, and that's the G team. Obviously, I'm wearing the shirt. I'm playing with the well, I'm not going to say that because that would come off.
Do it.
I got a nice baseball with the logo on it. And they have some things that they are giving away. They have some really cool giveaways. We are kind of renewing our sponsorship from the fall. This is going to look a little different. We've given you enough law education. Keith Accardo did a really good job in the fall wearing the helmet, giving you some education, talking about football. Now we're going to bring our friend of the show, attorney at the G team, my friend Ramsey Barfield is going to be on here through the next 5 months. He's not going to give you any education. I don't think Gordon trusted him to give us accurate information.
That's true.
And so Gordon said, you know what, you're going to get up there, be a personality, talk it through. Gordon's always got some things moving and grooving during the baseball season. Speaking of, thank you for being on the show. Welcome to the show. First time on the show.
Yeah.
First time on the show. You going to give him some TV time?
Yeah.
Gotta earn it. You gotta earn it around here.
Welcome. Y'all got some things happening. Y'all just recently signed a new athlete to the G team.
We did, actually, about 8 minutes ago.
Well, you can't say that. He's getting ready for the game, you know.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. Yeah, so we recently, yesterday, had the meeting. Alex Milazzo,
There you go.
first NIL
Captain of the team.
captain
Cat.
of the team. Yes, sir.
For his first NIL deal with the G team, I think
With
that's
the
a
G
good
team.
person to have. Obviously, you told me, he's like, man, that guy's awesome. And we know because we've had him on.
Yeah.
But what did you like about him?
Gordon actually called me right after their meeting and he was all fired up because of the common interest they have, the hunting and fishing.
Oh, yeah.
Alex has set himself up pretty good.
No
Little
doubt.
situation after ball, man.
No doubt, dude.
Yes, he
Everybody,
has.
he's a very likable guy. He understands the game of baseball really well. He exudes that, leadership, those leadership qualities. Great addition to the G team. Get Gordon also has a sponsorship going on at Modesto all day.
All day.
Right? So if you go to Modesto and the game is in an hour and 49 minutes. So if you just want to go to Modesto and, have some food or have some drinks leading up to the game, you go there and you mention to the server the Get Gordon sweepstakes. What is it called? It's a Get Gordon.
Yeah, it's just a little sponsorship. Get Gordon through Modesto.
A little promo. Get the Get Gordon promo to Modesto server. They will give you, they'll put you in a raffle when you could potentially win gifts, which is one of them is this.
Actually, the server's going to bring these out to you.
So you could get this hat. The server will bring this out to you. It is the 888 reasons, 8888 reasons to rally, right? Which is obviously a play on all the Jello shots that Gordon. What?
On the back, there's a Jello shot.
Oh yeah, and on the back there's a Jello shot. Look at
G
that.
shot.
That's
The
back from
details.
Omaha last year.
The details. This is from Omaha. Obviously, Gordon went and put LSU over the top.
That's
And
right.
the Jello shots, which I got Jello shot. I haven't had a Jello shot since we were in Omaha. I do not like Jello shots. I did
Oh.
it for the cause, and now I'm taking a break until we do it again this year.
That's your Lent. You're gonna abstain.
I've been abstaining since June of last year. Have not had a Jello shot since. But you get this. There's other things that they are giving away. Obviously, hat. There's other promotional items. You also get some freebie cards to Rocca and Modesto. Modesto, I've never been there. Really good. If you've never been to Rocca, probably the best pizza in Baton Rouge, and it's a great.
Date spot.
Okay, yeah, great date spot.
Great date
dinner
spot.
spot. Great date spot. And they're giving away freebies, so it's worth doing. Go to Modesto, mention the Get Gordon giveaway, and enter for a chance to win. You automatically get a hat, but enter for a chance to win other stuff.
It's like the Red Dragon. Everybody's a winner.
Yep, that will.
You get a hat.
Okay, whatever you say. I've never been to the Red Dragon.
Rush Hour 2.
Yeah, I know.
Got to crawl through the two.
What
You
a
gotta
great.
crawl through the
That's
sewer.
been on a lot. It's been on TV a lot lately.
I purchased it. That's a DVD in the holster.
Love that. That's good by you.
You still use DVDs?
No, I
VHS?
stream all of my things illegally, but I have it in case of a fire or power outage of anything that I use. I can put it in the Xbox. Shut up.
He uses.
Did you get your
VHSs.
ashes, Lloyd?
No,
I'm-
he's not a practicing Catholic.
He's not?
Abstain.
No, he's
He's a fake
doesn't-
Catholic?
Yeah, he
Trump
doesn't even
Sucker
a
did it
Catholic.
to me.
He doesn't like.
A-Town.
He's a black heart. Is what he's got.
I abstain. I mean, I did enough church or mass
I didn't know there
for
was
2 lifetimes.
I didn't know there was a limit to that.
I didn't either.
Oh, I can tell you there is. I've heard the Bible back and front and back. Last
We've
chapter.
all heard it, front to back, back to front.
Last chapter.
Have we read it?
Have you read it?
No, they read it to me. Gospel's the most important part. If you miss that, then Mass doesn't count.
Yeah, well, it's the homily. But let's get off this because we have Doug's in the on deck circle, so we're gonna have a couple more minutes with Ramsey, with Gordon Ramsey. Hey, Gordon, look at that.
Whoa.
Look at that, Gordon Ramsey. Listen, you're here to talk baseball. We're going to opening day. What are you looking most forward to this season about this baseball team? Obviously, it's going to be a little different. What are you expecting to see as a fan?
I'm looking for the arms, man. The arms last year were so dominating, so impressive.
Yeah.
Thatcher Hurd, really, he kind of had that little tough spot season in the middle.
Yep, and then won the World Series at the end.
Won the World Series. I'm really looking forward to him tonight to see how he carries that over and if he's able to turn himself into that next dominant arm.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to see some of these younger guys, too.
No
I'm ready
doubt.
to see the lefty.
Yeah, the lefty.
I want to see the lefty.
Everybody just wants to just call him the lefty.
Yes.
Because everybody, when you say the lefty, everybody knows it.
I feel like when you're supposed to be the lefty, you just get called the
Yeah,
lefty, too.
the
It
lefty.
doesn't really matter, like, what you got.
Like, you don't even have to call him by his name, the lefty. Everybody knows exactly who you're talking about when you say the lefty.
When do y'all think we'll see the lefty?
You'll see him this weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll see him tonight, but you'll definitely see him this weekend. He's, for those y'all don't know who the actual lefty, because there's 10 of them in the bullpen, we're talking about Cam Johnson.
The lefty.
The lefty. I don't know if you see him tonight, but you may. He's going to pitch this weekend. I'm looking forward to it. I've never seen him throw. I'm going into this season watching him the same way I went into watching Paul Skeens. I heard, never got to lay eyes on Paul until the season started, and it was everything that you had thought and more.
Yeah.
So hopefully this guy is the same way, and I'm looking forward to that too. I think it's going to be fun.
I'm also looking forward to the middle infield, too.
Yeah, we talked about that on Wednesday. Just kind of see how the new middle infield is shaking out, and you know, the chemistry between those guys, huh?
Yeah, I mean, the bats will be there.
Yeah, they'll figure it out. All you got, right? The beauty of it is you have enough arms to keep them at bay and not give up a bunch of runs to let the offense kind of figure it out. And I think you're going to start to see that happen pretty early. So I don't think we really need to worry about that. But, yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be a fun season. Obviously, you get through February, and then the weather hopefully starts to clear up and get a little bit better and leads into spring and summer, which you know how I like spring and summer. The weather gets hot, the wind starts blowing out, shorts get shorter, sleeves get cut off. You just, it's just a beautiful sight.
I like how you hit every demographic there.
Yep. You like that?
Yeah, that's what you
I'm
go
learning.
for the gun show.
I'm learning.
That's why you're there.
I'm learning. Well, dude, we're excited for this 5 year, hopefully it's 5 years.
That would be awesome.
5-month sponsorship, and we'll have you on. It'll be every Monday.
Every Monday. We
Every
got
Monday.
some cool guests coming on,
Yeah, I love that.
too. Yeah, Alex Hidden, the last
G-team member.
G-Team baseball NIL member that's going to be signed. Got some more in the works.
There we go. There we go. You'll find out on here. They'll come on here. We'll talk to them all, and we're looking forward to it, dude. Appreciate you. See you tonight.
Yep.
See you during the day
Yeah.
at the game. And we'll see you next Monday.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Appreciate
you. Appreciate you, dog.
See you a little bit later.
All right.
Lineup's out.
Yep, lineup is out. Let's get Dougie Fresh on here,
Wait a minute, thank you.
and let's talk through the lineup with him. Huh?
He's not in the Zoom
Any
yet.
surprises in this thing?
He said he was there. I haven't really looked at it. Let's see. So he says he's there.
Well, don't see him.
Says you have a meeting in progress. Yeah. This is a new video platform that we're trying to use right now. It's going to be better. It's the first one. We had some practice calls, but this is the first one that is not in a controlled environment. So we are working through this.
We're working through this.
Let's talk through the lineup real quick. So, wow. All right. So Braswell is leading off, playing shortstop.
Oh, wow.
Jake Brown playing right field, hitting 2-hole. Talk about the impression he's made.
Wow.
on the staff. Opening day, first day as an LSU Tiger as a freshman, starting in the 2-hole, playing right field. Tommy White hitting 3, playing third base. Travinsky at DH, hitting cleanup. Pearson in the 5-hole. Jones playing first, hitting 6th. Bingham playing left, hitting 7th. Kling hitting 8th, playing center, and Milazzo gets the opening day start behind the dish. Was it you, Jay, that you said you could see Kling at the bottom of the lineup to start the season?
No, I said it the other way around. I said, I'll say it this way. I'm surprised at how quickly Braswell has found his way up there. I said I wouldn't be surprised if I saw that some point during the year.
Yeah.
It's what happened way earlier than what I thought, which is obviously a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, all the lefties are at the top. You got righty, lefty, lefty. I mean, righty, lefty, righty. Righty, lefty. I mean, you only have 2.
Yeah.
Only have 2 lefties in the lineup. I know that's not Jay's favorite thing to do.
It's not a lot of coaches'
Not
favorite
to be
thing,
able
but,
to not be able to mix and match, but I mean, I like the lineup. I really do. I think the surprise wasn't who's in the lineup; it's where they're going to be positioned in the lineup.
Yeah.
And it shows the confidence that Braswell has given Jay to put him at the leadoff spot right now. He's a veteran guy. That's probably has something to do with it. And then Jake Brown, obviously freshman, hitting 2-hole. That's a big move. So I'm excited about the lineup.
It's pretty obvious that like Braswell has come over, and there was always more of a thought than he's just a glove. It's pretty obvious that the work that they've been able to put in, Jay's seen a lot that he's liked since day one, and this thing's grown pretty quickly for him.
No doubt. And, I mean, I think we all knew Travinsky was going to be the protection to Tommy.
Yeah.
Which is I don't think that's a surprise. I wouldn't be shocked if you saw Kling move up as the season moved along. Obviously, this lineup is going to be different tomorrow.
Yeah.
I would imagine. And I'd imagine it'd be different on Sunday. I don't think you're going to see the same lineup 3 days in a row, but we'll see. I like this initial lineup. I think it's the lineup that everybody anticipated it being. And then just the order is going to be just, fluctuate throughout the course of I bet you see Fry maybe tomorrow or the next day.
There's a ton of proving that they have to do in that lineup. So, yeah, you're going to see a lot of movement. You're going to see a lot of different people. You're going to see a lot of different people hitting in different spots or playing different positions. But with that ability lets you know how deep the squad is and kind of the versatility of it. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out and how he's able to move these guys around and the spots he's able to get these guys in.
Yeah, and obviously Thatcher's got the opening day start, right? So he's the ace. This weather is a good test mentally for the guys. So let's try to stay locked in. Obviously, it's opening day. You got a lot of distractions. You got a lot of things happening. You're excited to be on the field. And then it's rainy. It's kind of a weird day. Hopefully the rain goes away by the time game time starts. It's not delayed. Everybody kind of stays on a normal schedule, and you can have a kind of a normal, first day of the season. Tomorrow the rain has gone away. It's going to be a little chilly and cloudy, but all 4 games are during the day, I believe.
I think so.
I don't think the Monday's a night game. I think all 4 are during the day, and it's going to be fun. We're finally here. It's finally here. We're at the spot that we've been talking about for a long time, and I'm pumped. I wish it was a little sunnier, though. I'm a big weather guy, big mood guy.
Big influenced by the weather.
Big mood guy.
It feels good. I feel like it's fine.
The weather's it's not as cold, so that's good.
No,
like
it's not fine.
You're gonna be able to sweat. You're gonna be able to do your thing.
I'm really, really, really looking forward to this because I just think, you have guys like Dylan leave, you have guys like Trey leave, you have guys like Gavin leave, you have guys like Thompson leave. There's a lot of guys that were on this roster in this lineup last year that hit double-digit homers that are no longer here.
Right.
So to me, it only makes sense that there was a big, big push to get a ton of Orms in here because realistically, to expect another year from a lineup like you got last year, back-to-back, that's not realistic. I'm not saying it can't happen, but to expect that to happen that way is not very realistic. So to be able to have it done where you say, hey, let's make sure we shore up this pitching staff, like really shore up this pitching staff, like even more than we thought it had shored up last year, and to be able to put it the way you have now, that's impressive. So I'm looking forward to see what these arms out of the pen look like and how those guys kind of play into this thing.
Yeah.
And the lineup, to me, is going to play itself out. I think this team's talented enough. I think there's enough experience in some of these spots. It's just how is it going to fit when they're all in purple and gold together?
Right. And I think that based off of how I anticipate the games going this weekend. Now, you never know, right? We've lost, we lost to Princeton when I was here, and you lose some of those, those types of things. But, like, you don't really know how they go. But if you can assume that you're probably gonna score a lot of runs. Games are gonna be super close. So I don't think you're gonna see a true, like, okay, look at these roles with these bullpens and pressure pack situations this week, maybe not even next week.
I'm looking for stuff.
Yeah,
not roles.
me too. And I want to see strikes.
I'm looking for stuff. I'm looking for ability to command the zone. I just want to see what that looks like. I'm not necessarily looking for roles. Like, you never know who may come out first, right? So, you never know who may end up possibly closing the game. I don't really think that that's how it's going to go, per se, to end the year. But I'm looking to see who can come out and actually put up zeros and put up clean innings. That's what I'm looking for when it comes to the pitching staff and the back end of the staff.
Absolutely, right? And I just, everybody's going to get an opportunity to throw some innings.
Yeah,
and so just like I said, just be sharp, throw strikes, do your thing, get in there, do your job, get home, get out, and move on to the next one. That's kind of what you want to expect. That's what you want to see and what you would expect. And, man, I'm excited. We're working hard to get you Dougie. He's got a brand-new computer, and so we're working through that together. And so we're going to get there. But we're going to talk this thing through, and we're going to do what we need to do. He can hear us, so I know that when he comes on,
he can hear us right now.
Yeah. So whenever his video gets fixed or do whatever, he's what? He's what?
I was trying to test his audio, but I'm not hearing anything.
Okay. Well, he can hear us, so that's a good.
We're halfway there. 50%.
We're halfway there.
We're almost there.
We're pushing.
We'll continue to work.
We will continue to work. Lloyd, do you have his number?
Yes.
Can you just text him? Start communicating with him so I don't have to, send you text. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably more effective communication that way. Around the SEC, before we get to him, there's some other big games happening around the SEC. Obviously, it's opening day for everybody.
Is there any other day games? Do we know that? No?
I don't know the times of these.
Go ahead.
The schedule doesn't have the times. Vanderbilt's hosting Florida Atlantic. Vanderbilt's favored by 2.5 in the run line.
That's a pretty good home opener.
As a good home opener.
At least I would imagine for at least 2 games of that series. That's a pretty good.
Florida Atlantic's good.
Yeah.
They're expected to be pretty good this year. Vanderbilt's favored by 2.5 at home with their Friday night guy on the mound. So that's not that big of a run line. That's going to be a good one for them to start. Arkansas's favored by 3.5 against James Madison. James Madison's always a pretty solid
years too.
Yeah, always a
Sneaky
pretty
school.
solid team.
Yep.
Mississippi State, last place team last year, didn't play very well. Have obviously more expectations or higher expectations than people are giving them right now. They are a 2.5 run favorite against the Air Force Academy. Obviously, that line's not great, so it's going to be interesting to see if they make the adjustment this year.
Mississippi State's always that
become
team.
Better.
Yeah, they're not far removed from a national championship, man. And I feel like every year you come into it, they could either be top of the league or somewhere at the bottom of the league.
Yeah.
They literally have that potential to be one way or the other, and you just never really know how it plays out for them.
No doubt. And look, last year they had high hopes. Like, they started the season off ranked really high.
Yep.
Not great.
Yep.
Didn't play well. And so they're kind of coming out this year hoping to change that narrative. We'll see what happens. I think Tennessee's got the toughest opening weekend. They're at that tournament in Arlington, and they open with Texas Tech. Texas Tech's obviously a good baseball program.
Yeah.
They're favored by 1.5 runs, and I think that's probably going to be the toughest opening weekend
Ball game.
series.
Who else is in that?
I don't know who else is in that tournament. But I would imagine that's going to be the toughest one. Don't be shocked if there's going to be SEC teams that maybe lose a series they weren't supposed to lose to. Vanderbilt may drop a game. Teams may drop a game. It's early in the season. At this point, win series, move on, kind of figure out some things that you need to do, and hopefully by the time you get to second, third, fourth week, you're kind of hitting you're hitting your stride and you're playing where you need to be before conference play starts. But it's here, and I'm very excited that it's here. I don't know any other day games. I think I'm kind of digging the day game, actually.
I don't mind it.
You know what I mean? Like, Fridays, nobody really wants to work anyway on Fridays, so it gives you an excuse to leave the office early. You get to the field, you're done. You can go have dinner with your wife or family or whoever you want to go have dinner with at the end of at Friday night and not be super late. I think I kind of dig it.
Not bad.
I mean, most of the big league opening days are during the day. So, they know something. Lloyd, how are we doing over there, man? Not great? We're not going to be able to get him today?
2 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, we got the Arkansas and James Madison. That's another 2 o'clock start.
Another 2 o'clock start.
So,
All right. If we can't get him, we can't get him. We'll work on it. You can give up. Tell him that's over. Dougie, if you can hear me, I appreciate you. We worked on it. We're going to get you the next time, next Friday. We'll have you on. We'll have this thing right and locked in. That was your last-ditch effort? The last-ditch effort. That's okay. You tried.
I tried.
I appreciate you. Lloyd, what are you excited to see tonight as you're working?
Doug Thompson.
Well, we're going to see Dougie. Don't worry about Dougie. We're okay.
He just loves baseball so much, and you can see it and hear it in his calls. It doesn't work.
Why? I need you to pep up. It's okay.
Doug. Nope.
That's not it.
That's not it. All right,
That
that's
is
done.
not it.
All right, last-ditch effort failed.
All right, there you go. Okay. And Ramsey's not here anymore either.
Nope, that's usually my camera.
if you could tell.
Listen,
He's a
Lloyd's a
little
little flustered right now. Hey, Lloyd.
Booze Cruise ain't they're
Exhale.
no longer here.
It's
so-
okay. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. We got to figure out who we want.
Oh, I'll drink anything.
I know. Tommy doesn't rhyme with any type of alcohol.
Well, tanks could be something. Get tanked for Tommy. I know it's Booze Cruise, which just might be a one deal thing.
Yeah, you're right. We'll figure
Thought
out
about
something
like
else.
Jello shots,
What do you-
like J shots.
What are you looking at?
J shot?
That sounds bad.
J
What do
shot.
you-
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't, there's no more.
Don't love that. What do you want to see today?
Fucking Zoom.
As a fan, get off that. It's over.
It is. It's done. Cooked. Over. What am I excited to see?
Yes.
I am interested to see how I feel like on opening day, the pressure of the starting pitcher is something that they have to kind of internalize and handle, where it's a bigger deal than you would expect. It's like the nerves and the angst kind of all come together at one moment, especially at a place like Alex Box. You're coming off a national championship. Thatcher's had this run that you kind of, I don't want to say mushed because it hasn't happened yet, but you kind of put him on.
Whoa.
And
Put him on what?
Like
What'd I do?
it would be, as soon as you mention him, he gets mentioned in an All-American team.
See?
That's what I want to happen. But I think I don't want undue expectations of Thatcher going into his first start as
I
a.
don't think that they're-
But
what makes them undo?
there
I
you
don't know. I
go.
just don't want him to weigh the pressure too much.
Yeah, but-
because
what makes them undo?
He should have high expectations.
Why
People, they
would-
should have
why
high
shouldn't he have?
expectations.
He had high
for him.
expectations coming in. Why shouldn't they be high still?
I know.
And he's got high for himself, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I'm just thinking first pitch, first inning, get through it, get yourself going, and then you can settle in. That's kind of been the running theme with
I think
Thatcher.
he's settled. I think he's gotten to a place where he feels good with himself. I expect him to go out there and dominate today. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think he understands who he is now. I think he was able to work through getting back on the mound to start the year last year after missing some time the year before. I think he's very, very, very comfortable, and I think he's very, very, very hungry and driven to go out there, not prove a point to anyone else, but prove a point to himself.
I think as long as if you see him start this game off and he is throwing strikes and he's working ahead of hitters, he's going to cruise, right?
That's
I think
what
that's the big thing, right? Like
That's what I was
think
more referencing.
he's going to be great and he's going to dominate today. But I think the thing to worry about or watch for him is as long as he's filling up the zone, no matter who he's playing against, his stuff's so electric, he's going to be able to get outs. And to your point, I know opening day, doesn't matter about expectations, but opening day, you always have a little bit more jitter. You have more jitters on opening day than you normally do. And so some people try to do a little too much. He's been in college for 3 years. I would imagine he is going to have his emotions in check and his jitters in check, and he's going to go out there and he's going to dominate, and he's going to throw strikes, and he's going to hopefully give you 5, 6 innings. Hopefully 6 innings.
Lloyd, I'll ask you this. Here's a question for you. Who are you most excited about and or, kind of in the same question, most nervous about because of maybe the conversation around him and what maybe you expect or hope to see?
I think this might be 2 easy answers, which I think is fair, especially going to opening day. Most excited about Paxton Kling after what y'all did with the swing breakdown and everything that you saw, where it was.
Which I think people liked.
Oh yeah, we're over 1,000 views on both right now. So recurring
Appreciate
segment.
that. Yeah,
recurring segment.
it's
Y'all were
gonna be
very
a
knowledgeable.
segment.
Made it also very relatable to
We're knowledgeable.
schlubs
Thanks.
like me. You can
Thanks.
tell you're in your element.
Thanks, yeah.
So it was a great segment. I enjoyed it a lot. So I'm glad it got the same return. I know, dude. I'm so used to pressing 3.
I know. No. It's okay.
And so I'm glad it got the same return that I felt people should be interested in, are going to be knowledgeable. The only kickback from it might be that a lot of people in the stands might be saying, "Oh, he's on his front side now. Oh, now I know what I'm talking about." Like,
well,
it's like
that
golf.
chatter's never going to stop.
Yeah, but it's like golf. But now they can say stuff that sounds like you know what you're talking about, which I like to do. But it's a lot like golf when you're like, "Oh, you should do this." That guy on the tee box, you're like, "Shut up!" Like, we're playing the same. I'm beating you right now.
Yeah, don't coach me up.
Don't coach me up.
Please. That's actually the worst on the golf course. That is the. Just don't do that to me. If you got something, if I'm not doing something that you think I should be doing, and you're not a pro, like if you're not paid to give lessons, don't tell me anything. Not during the round. I'm not.
Anytime, really. I mean, unless it's something glaring.
If you're a better golfer than me, which a lot of people are, then you give me some lessons. So I think that's the same thing for baseball, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To be wary of is the man in the stand that's like, oh, I'll watch Mikey and Mitch break down a swing segment. Like they said he's doing this. So other than that, I'm super excited about Paxton Kling because of the way he can run.
Yep.
And what you saw in the box, I feel like he's kind of the next up of somebody that can patrol center field for a long time. And then what I'm nervous about just a little bit is Jared Jones, just to see all of the offseason chatter about the curveball, Pedro Serrano, all of that, where it turns into a narrative where if he strikes out and one at bat, it's going to be a whole lot of, oh. But I don't want Jared to wear that pressure. I feel like he's good enough. He hit 15 jacks last year as a freshman. The power is undeniable.
Right.
So the more upside, the bad. But
Also,
if I have to say
he also
negative,
hit over 300.
right, people tend to forget that.
Yeah. So he went through a stretch. I think he's going to be great. I think he's going to figure it out. You mentioned Paxton. I think that I like that Jay has him in the eighth hole. I think that like being in the 8th spot kind of takes a little bit of pressure for him to try to overperform out of the equation and allows him just to kind of settle in. You're going to see him at the top of the lineup, I believe, at some point in the year. And I think that's a perfect way for him to start his season in that spot.
And can you go through the top 4 of the lineup real quick again? So I was zooming.
You got Michael Braswell leading off, Jake Brown hitting second, which I think is the one that nobody was expecting. I thought they were going to maybe put Pearson in there, right?
You'll probably see that later.
But I mean, Jake Brown's a freshman, coach. Like that's a big move. Like there's not very many freshmen that come through Baton Rouge, Louisiana, as baseball players here and say, okay, from day one you're going to be penciled into the starting lineup. Now, I don't know if he's going to keep the job. I believe he will. I think he's very good. Like to put him in the 2-hole as a true freshman. It's pretty good.
I'll push back on that a little bit as somebody that hit 2-hole when I was a sophomore, like first time going through it, whatever. It's not that much pressure. It depends on what they're asking you to do. If it's just move the runner over, but there's not a lot of, hey, big 2-out hit that you need here, especially early on, like top of the lineup.
That's not the pressure I'm talking about. I mean,
just being a freshman. I mean, he batted clean leadoff last year.
It's the pressure of walking into a room full of 35
wanting
dudes
to perform.
who probably 30 of them have more experience here than you, and they're saying, hey, you go hit at the top of the lineup instead.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone knows that you're the young guy there, not the experienced guy.
Yeah, I would say more for like Kling at leadoff as opposed to like batting second. It's a little bit you got to see a couple, whatever. Regardless, he's going to be nervous because it's his first freshman. No matter where you batted him, 8, 9, 7, 6, like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But like batting 2-hole isn't leadoff. Like you're expected to put the ball in play, put it on the ground, like move a runner over the down third.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's no longer what they expect.
That is no longer what they expect.
Tell me if I'm wrong, but I think that they're going to play a little bit different.
You're wrong.
Oh, no, they may play a little different.
I think you'd be like hitting
They're
runs.
going to play different, but they're not asking Jake Brown to hit the ball on the ground.
Oh, no, he's too good. But I'm saying early on, like that spot, it's kind of a
okay. Well, you
no pressure out.
Okay, what I'm saying, if you're saying he's too good, then if you don't think that that's what they're at, if he's too good to be minimized to that, then there's obviously that's not what they're asking him to do when they put him in that spot.
I think.
Saying you could get away with it.
I know what you're saying.
To who?
Okay, go ahead.
No. I know what you're saying, right? They're not trying to just hide him in the second hole. It's not an easy spot for him to be. I think that you're saying, are they going to play differently? Yes, but it's not going to be the hit and runs. It's not going to be the bunts. It's going to be when you get on base, we're going to run. We're going to take extra bases when we hit balls in the gap. Like they're going to do some more things with their speed, I believe, more than they did last year. And having him in the 2-hole doesn't mean he's going to try to get guys over, right? Obviously, he's a lefty. It's an added bonus that he can roll over a ball and the guy can move, but that's not why he's there. I think he's there because of what he did in the fall and leading up to the year of his at-bats, the way he was able to manage the strike zone, the way he was able to drive the ball in the gaps and over the fence. So, like, I think they're expecting him because they're putting him in front of Tommy. So they're like,
I'm glad you got to that.
They're not trying to put somebody ahead of Tommy that's just going to move the guy over. Like, they want somebody ahead of Tommy for him to get on so he can be driven in.
Competitive at bats.
Right,
Now,
and so he can be driven in.
Now, I'll go ahead and I'll say this. So he's hitting in front of Tommy. Who's the other left in the lineup?
Pearson.
Pearson, right? We only got 2 in the lineup. I do think that there is a high chance of Jay really wanting that 2 spot to be a lefty, and he's going to push for that 2 spot to be a lefty all year. Any y'all think why? Because if that's the case, if we go righty, lefty, and we can have an impact lefty, right? And like a guy that we really feel like is going to drive the ball. And that's so here's the thing, too. When you think about Pearson, when I say drive the ball, it's not that Pearson can't. It's not that Pearson doesn't. But does Pearson strike that mindset or that fear into another team physically when you look at him? Probably not. So with that being said, it's like, hey, if we can get this guy up here and he does this, this no longer kind of gives you the chance to say, oh, I'm matching you up as soon as we get back to the top of the lineup and here comes a righty. You may have to actually leave that lefty in there for a situation like that. And I think Jay's kind of trying to find, will I be able to do this? Because if I can, it kind of changes the top of my lineup. Whereas if it's all righties up there, hey, we get to the 6th inning, I'm going to make sure I got a righty ready for y'all every single time. It doesn't matter. Because maybe the other lefty doesn't scare me, or maybe you don't have a productive lefty in that spot. So I think he's trying to figure out a way if that can kind of work. And I think he's obviously everything that Jake Brown has done to date has showed him I need to give him this opportunity to do it. So I think that's kind of part of it as well.
No doubt. It looked like they got a pretty good turnout at FanFest. So leading up to
See if I can tap in.
It's muted. I mean, people brave the weather, brave some of the drizzle. They're there. It's going to be a packed house. But to your point, I do think that the lack of lefties is going to be, that's the only question mark I have. Luckily for us, our righties are good at hitting righties. You know, like that's the one thing. So I think if it's a very heavy lefty lineup, I think that would maybe be more concerning than having only 2 lefties, just because a lefty is a little bit more effective against lefties normally than righties are against righties in college especially. But yeah,
I don't disagree. But when I look at matching up and I'm looking at Tommy on deck, I'm probably thinking, do I have a righty that can get him out?
for sure.
So that thought's a little bit less if I got a lefty in front of him that can bang as well.
No doubt.
So that's all I'm really saying. Like, it's not saying like it's, but that's definitely a thought.
No doubt. No doubt. But I think it's more of a credit to how good he is. I'm looking forward to seeing him play. We had him on the show. I have all the confidence in the world that he's going to kill it this year, just based off of his demeanor on the show and how he's interacted with us, how he's interacted with us after he's been on the show. When he sees us, he just feels like he's got that personality. He's got the ability to understand who he is as a player, but also get that, like, I kind of have that. I can talk the game and I can be around just about anybody and hold my own. I think that's an important quality that people may overlook.
I think he found his voice a little bit, especially after the interview. Like, we've talked to him twice, once in his first year at LSU, and now when he's kind of been indoctrinated into the program.
Who are you talking about? Talking Thatcher?
I'm talking about Tommy right now.
Oh, you're talking about, I was talking about Jake Brown.
Still.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
But
I had
same
just read Tommy online. But that's what I'm saying. Whenever we interviewed him, like, that's what I thought you were going. Whenever we had, like, Tommy on the first time and now the second time, like, you could see the difference in how much he's kind of – yeah, because I heard you say talking the game, and that's what I thought about Tommy White.
No, Tommy's way more comfortable this year. Obviously, anytime you're in a spot for year 2 or year 3, you're going to be more comfortable. But, I mean, listen.
And more is going to be asked of you, too.
Yeah.
So it's going to force you to be more comfortable in the sense of you are now that upperclassman, that leadership. You have to step into that role if we're going to go where we need to go. That's just part of it.
Do you see a world where he ever bats leadoff?
Hopefully not.
I don't think so. You're right. Hopefully not. I think they want him to drive the guys in. If he's hitting leadoff, that means the guys ahead of him are doing
production in the middle of the order, and that's hopefully not.
But if they move him to leadoff, you're asking him to hit a solo homer. That's what I mean. Like,
which one of two things, right? It could be good or it could be bad. Like if he gets moved to leadoff, that means he hadn't seen a pitch to spit on, which would lead to your point, like nobody's on base. But it would also at least get him some reps to where you have to pitch to him at some point.
If you want him to be most effective, he needs to be.
Oh, I agree, 1,000%.
If you want the team to be the most successful, he needs to be in the middle somewhere. So I think if you're in a spot where you have to move him up to the front, you are desperate for runs. And I just hope that this team doesn't get to that spot.
Yeah.
Now, with the arms that they have, that may actually be something that can happen if we sit here and watch a team that is struggling for whatever reason to produce runs. With the arms that they have, they should be able to reduce runs a good amount, right? So you might be able to stay in games like that. I think this team will be best if he can stay in the middle of the lineup. Not his ability to, the lineup's ability to be able to work around it as well.
So LSU's playing VMI. We're going to give you a little bit of a recap. Like I said, this is a sprint of a show. And so I want to give you a little bit of a rundown of what to expect from VMI. They were 26-29 last year. Not great. Not great. Bad by some standards. They're 9-11 in the Southern Conference. They were more of an offensive team last year. They are returning their third baseman / catcher, Justin Stark. He's a preseason player of the year in their conference. Last year he had 392 with 15 doubles, 2 triples, 13 homers, 52 RBIs, and 32 bags. So he's their guy, right? Like, he's the guy. His name is Justin Stark. That's the guy that you look at. He's either going to be playing third or he's going to be behind the dish. He's their best player. Their starter and their ace that's going to be throwing tonight is a left-hander. His name is Trey Morgan with a Y. Trey with a Y. He was 2-2 last year in 6 starts. He had a 5.5 ERA in 40 innings, 16 walks, and 22 strikeouts. So doesn't have a lot of stuff to get you out, to strike you out. He's going to make you chase out the zone. He's going to kind of try to frustrate you. Didn't have great numbers, but he's a lefty. So this will be an opportunity for righties to kind of settle in. You only have 2 lefties in the lineup. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with him. You know, hopefully sometimes you get a thumber that dominates, that's just flipping balls up there and you're just not
missing bats.
Really, yeah, under the hitting speed, right? So we'll see if that's the case. I don't know how hard he throws or anything like that. And then VMI last year hit 322 as a team. 134 doubles, 16 triples, 74 home runs. They also stole 192 bases in 235 attempts. So they get on base, they run a lot, and they try to force the action offensively, defensively. I mean, on the mound, not great. Like, as a team, that was obvious. Obviously, you look at those offensive numbers, and you think, oh, like, they're pretty good. And then you look at the pitching numbers. As a team, they had a 7.33 ERA. Opponents hit 307 off of them. That's not great. As a team, if your pitching staff is giving up an opponent's batting average of 307, that's not great. Now, that was last year. Things could be different this year.
Got a year under the belt.
But that is why they struggled last year, is because of the guys on the mound, not because of their offense. 322 as a team is really strong. Yeah. You know, so those are some little tidbits about VMI.
As a team, too, as much as they ran, they're going to force you into some errors. Now, this is interesting.
Do you think that's why they put Milazzo behind the plate?
No, I think Milazzo's behind the plate because he's a chosen leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was going to be a start, no doubt, behind the dish.
And does it make you want to tickle the 13.5 run line at all? It's 6.5. LSU
like that.
minus 6.5 and the overs at 13.5. Can't parlay them because they're terrified to give up money. But
I like
bet them
6.5.
separately, which I like
did. 6.5.
And you like 13.5. Because there's one of 2 ways this could go, right? You said it before the show. It's either going to be snug or it's going to be.
Yeah, but if I like 6.5, that means I don't think it's going to be snug. But does that mean LSU is going to have to score 14 runs by themselves? Are they going to shut them out? You know what I mean? Like, that's the only other
good
thing. Like, if it's 12-2, maybe.
Take it.
You know, now that I'm saying that, maybe I do like 13.5. First game of the season, let's take 13.5.
I like 13.5. I don't like 6.5.
You don't? You don't like LSU winning by 6.5?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I think Thatcher throws well, but none of them are really that stretched out. So how long will he actually go? We don't know. If he comes out in the 5th or 6th, there's a lot of arms that are good arms, but this is also their first outing too. So, like, if this team's able to put balls in play, if they're able to run, maybe they scratch across a couple. It may not be very impressive looking, but maybe it's just effective.
Military way.
Yeah, like I like 13.5. I don't like 6.5.
Okay. We'll see.
I took both.
I'm not putting any money on it. I'm still in timeout. I'm still in betting timeout.
Well, if you can't do it now, then when would you?
What?
If you can't do
I'm
it.
gonna bet. I have.
This is almost a gambler's holiday.
I have a couple weeks. I'm giving February.
Lent?
Just February. I'm giving myself a
Extra
month.
day.
Give myself a month.
Discipline. I respect it.
Look, discipline. How you do anything is how you do everything, Lloyd. I promised myself this is what I was gonna do, and I'm gonna stick to it.
I'm going to bet it again for you.
Okay, but you're not giving me the money.
No.
Yeah. You're gonna bet $2.
I bet 10.
There you look.
On both.
It's you.
Yeah.
Look, we're growing up. The road to 10K.
That overtime bet really made me rethink my life.
Yeah, $1.
$1. $2 to 125. It could have been any other number.
$10 is like nothing. Like with the success
capital.
you've had,
Yeah.
$10 is nothing on that type of bet. Especially if you're only doing it once. You know what I mean? Like if it's not like a reoccurring bet.
Just that didn't make sense.
So stupid.
To be honest with you, it makes very little sense.
Man,
10 would have won me 110. And plus
no,
1100.
more than that, right? What was it?
Plus 1100.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100 would have won me 1100.
Yeah, but I mean, okay.
I would never have done that, but I'm just saying, just for gamblers out there that don't know, that's what it means.
Yeah, and you honestly, you could have fronted the 100.
I know.
Based off of the success you've had.
Especially I did it twice.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You liked it so much, you did it again, but you went even less. That's okay.
That's right, we're learning. That's why we're at 10 right now.
It's okay.
And you call yourself
all right.
a gambler.
Hey, I'm sticking to my methodology.
On that, what do you like today for the final score? Before we get to our seggies.
No seggies today. Didn't put them in because of, we could do them off the cuff, but.
We're doing them off the cuff.
Okay. What do I like today? 14-6. First thing that entered my mind. I feel like a little offensive show.
Okay.
Maybe a Tommy Tank, heeled shoulder. And we had some input for names for Boots Cruise 2.0, which I got from the chat, which I actually like. I'll feed you a couple real quick. So curtain call to the chat.
There we go. Look at you.
Giving some options. Let's go. So it could be Kling Kong Beer Bong, which is a bit of a, we can get there.
Tongue twister. Clear Kong.
Kling Kong Beer Bong.
Nope.
The leader in the clubhouse, Tommy Tequilas. We're getting there. We're workshopping.
Yeah, that's better than anything.
We're resuscitating the body. It was dead, and now it's got a little bit of a heartbeat.
Yep.
So keep sending them in every day, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll take a peek.
Yeah.
Until then.
Until we find one. Until then, we got
I'll
nothing.
be tickling my brain.
Lloyd's got no drinks until we come up with a good name.
That's not true.
I know. That's not true. All right, so there's your curtain call.
Yeah.
Do you have a mistake of the day? I have a mistake of the day.
Perfect. Mistake of the day is
brought
me
to
and
you-
Zoom.
Mistake of the day is brought to you by our friends at Dozy Place. I'm not going to know any names on this. I honestly don't even really know what's going on. But you know when sometimes you get real nervous and even like the simple, or you're nervous, or you're rushing, and like your mind's kind of elsewhere, and like the simplest tasks end up getting like
Overwhelming.
you mess it up, you know? So if you're watching on the Trump trial, or not the trial of the politician.
I didn't know who that person was.
Me either. I don't even know. It's in North Carolina. Apparently, she is on trial for having an improper relationship with her attorney or whoever who brought this case against Donald Trump for something. I don't even know what it's about. But my point in saying this is this politician is being questioned in court, and she had her dress on backwards. She had the zipper up in the front. And, you know, sometimes you get a little rattled. And apparently the interview and, like, the questioning and, like, the responses from her were, like,
Awesome.
pretty hostile. Yeah. So that's, like, I'm not a politician. I don't like politics. But, like, I saw that. Like, there it is.
Yeah,
There it is.
the one that I saw, he was
Backwards. She
saying,
got a little flustered.
I That's tough.
She was one of the attorneys' questioner was like, "You're a cash hoard for Donald Trump." He said, "A cash what?" He's like, "Hoard, Hoarde." She's like, "Oh, I thought you said something else." And it was like, "This is a courtroom, dog. Like,
Yeah.
This is not a free forum, not a town hall meeting." So
Yeah,
it was
wild.
interesting to say the least.
Wild time in our politics.
Love it.
That's our mistake of the day. I took it from you. That popped in my head. I feel like that was a pretty good one. We got curtain calls brought to you by our friends at Assured Partners. Me? What we got? You already gave yours to the chat.
Shout out club.
Mine will be to the squad. Getting back, really getting on
There you go.
board, bringing Ramsey onto it, and 8888.
8888. I like to break it up. 88 because I can't go 8888.
Visit them at Modesto today too.
That's it.
Get you one.
Mention the giveaway.
Get you one.
Get you some free stuff, free gear, potentially some free gift cards, some freebies they called it to Modesto or Rocca.
Wait, what do you got scored tonight?
So my score is I like 12-4.
Damn.
Perfect.
On 11-4, that gets you to the over.
That gets you the over too, 6.5.
Doesn't hit me but I was gonna go
Over.
11-4.
So that gets you both overs.
Over.
It gives the over, the 13.5, and that gives and we all like the based off the score 6.5.
Feed my bets. I'll just go 11-6.
There you go. Little some like end of the game runs maybe. It's 11-3 going into the 8th or 9th. And then maybe they scratch a couple
some
yeah.
across.
No, Cam Johnson comes in and fucking lays that.
That'd be great. All right, that's all we got for today. I told you it was going to be a quick show. Enjoy the game. Enjoy opening day. Hopefully the rain stays away. If you see us, come say what's up. Lloyd, you have a bachelor party.
I do, but I'm going to the game.
Look at you. You made a decision. When did you make the decision? What happened?
I'm still in
When
flux.
something happened to make you make
I'm not
that
prepared
decision?
for this bachelor trip at all.
So you're not going?
No, I'm going. I might go tomorrow. Ramsey offered to bring me. He's going to his hunting camp.
You're
and
trying
they're
to find
you're
a
going
way
to
to
Dularge?
get out of it. Looks like.
Yeah. Apparently you have a boat out there.
Houseboat.
Yeah, that's
Not
where we're
me.
staying. We're staying on a houseboat.
It's fun. That'll be fun.
Do they have TVs?
I mean, yeah, if they have the right. We do. We have cable, internet. Or I say we have internet. We have the internet TV.
Okay.
And we have like a generator that powers all of the electricity.
They didn't tell us to bring gas, so I'd be shocked if they have that. They
don't
told us
need
to
to
bring
bring gas.
firewood.
Probably for a pit outside. But you don't need
Did y'all
gas.
put together an itinerary? Like,
Yeah, that's
They
what kind of
probably already
spooked me.
have if they have a houseboat that has a huge diesel generator, they probably have it full of diesel already. They probably already did all that. They're not going to ask you to bring gas. I can promise you that.
Okay.
If they're having a bachelor party on a houseboat with a generator, I promise you that's already taken care of.
It's all centered around fishing, and I'm not a fisher of.
Great
I'm a
place-
fish. Yeah,
great
not a
place
fisher
to
of
fish,
men.
though.
Oh, I imagine they're gonna rip lips, but I don't even know where to go. It's a
what?
Jesus saying.
fisher of who?
Fisher of men. That's how the apostles. That's why you
but-
see those.
But why would
they're
you
going-
need to be a fisher of men?
It's
though?
going to be kind of chilly.
I
tomorrow.
I know. That's the other thing. They told me to bring like rain gear, winter gear. I don't have gloves,
Yeah, that's a tough bachelor party. I'm not going to lie. They're asking you to do a lot there.
so I
For
think
that.
I might take. It depends on how this baseball game goes. If it's 12-0 in the third, I might skate and ride with Rob. If
Oh,
not,
he's going too.
Yeah.
That's asking a lot for a bachelor party.
Just make sure you bring it all. Get yourself ready.
I don't have all of it.
Yes, you do.
Somewhere.
There's a will, there's a way.
Get it done.
You don't have a rain jacket?
I have a ski jacket.
That's too much.
I don't have a rain jacket. I checked my closet.
Ski jacket.
I usually
is
just like get rained on for a little bit. Like, how often are you standing in the rain?
winter fishing.
The other thing, I only have a pole.
You don't need that. They'll have all that for you. You're not there to fish. You're there.
What?
You're there
That's
for the
all they're
entertainment.
doing.
You're there for the entertainment on the boat.
Yeah, dance.
That's
You're a dancer?
2 days, 2 nights.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, come back Monday.
Bed and breakfast?
What?
Yeah.
Y'all are going fish for 3 days for the bachelor party?
And sleeping on the houseboat.
Yeah, the houseboat's fine, but it's like
Am I going to be...
no,
Okay.
we're not in the ocean.
I think you might get sick.
Oh, I'm going to get sick.
No, you're not.
Not from that. Is there a bathroom?
Yes.
Nah.
I mean,
Off the
there's a
side.
bathroom. I mean, at least in ours, we have a bathroom in ours. You can go piss off the side of the dock if you want. Man, all right. Report back to us on Monday. Hopefully, you didn't drown.
We
We'll be
looking
back
for
on
a
our
new
show on Monday.
We might be looking for a new producer Monday. That's possible.
It's right next to Coach O's spot.
I don't know where that is.
A fishing hole.
Yeah, then there's definitely a bathroom right off the side.
Yep. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Hopefully
Enjoy your
some
Friday.
entertainment.
Enjoy opening day. Go Tigers. If you see us at the game, come and talk to us. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You have done a really good job of that. Continue to do that. If you don't like listening to us, you like watching us, we're anywhere you get your pods. We are looking forward to this. We will have a lot of recap on Monday over the weekend. Actually, we're going to be watching the game live with you on Monday.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yep. We bring those back. So we're looking forward to it. Enjoy this weekend. See you on Monday. Peace.
Go Tigers.